So all our top contenders right at the front of the field for the start of this one.
Well, here they come. They'll work it off turn number 4 as the green flag waves, and we already have a problem. As the 21 got a little bit sideways.
Radwick had a little problem getting up through the gearbox. And now let's see what he does. He's down low on the apron trying to get things rolling as Ted Rickett is now the leader.
Here comes the 09 of Brian Schofield now. He currently sits in that 7th spot now. Now he'll try to work to the outside of Jensen as they come off turn number 4 as Radwick will now pull car number 21 into the start of the infield. Here's a battle for the number 1 spot between the 04 of Barabee and the 47 of Rickett. The two are side by side. They work off turn number 4. They're still side by side, but here comes the 67 of Papali and the 28 of Richie Gallup.
Meanwhile, the Ridge works the inside groove under Brian Schofield. Car number 11 now taking over that number 6 spot. But Schofield driving one arm, holding on, doing a good job in that 09 car, giving it all he's got. Down the backstretch, Gallup trying to hold off Papali. Tony coming on strong in the 67, gives Gallup a bit of a tap. Gallup straightens his car out and holds on to 3rd place.
Jensen goes way up high with car number 79. That's going to open up the door for the Ruggiero. And here comes the 09 of Schofield. And now Schofield looks for racing room on the bottom off turn number 4.
Barabee now starting to stretch his lead over Rickett. Barabee really on the roll tonight. He's had himself a busy day, and he's looking good out in front right now with 7 laps complete.
Problem off turn number 4 as the caution flies. We got 2 cars around. One of them looks like the 09 of Schofield, and it looks like the 44X of Fran Principe.
Principe may have that left front wheel towing out now as he limps back toward the pit road. It looks like Schofield's car might be okay. All right, ready for the restart now. 6 laps completed. And let's see what happens as Barabee duels along with Ted Riggin on the restart. Off the turn, it is Barabee getting the jump on Riggin with Richie Gallup closing in on the inside.
But here comes the Reg in car number 11 now as he tries to work to the inside of Papali. We'll see if he can make that move stick as he comes off turn number 4. Good battle right up there in the front of this one as car number 18 Aspires goes flying through the center of the infield. Looks like he's out of harm's way. We'll have to keep our eye on that. Here comes Barabee. He'll work it off turn number 4. The caution does come out for car number 18.
17 cars remain in this one for the final 43 laps.
Here they come. Off turn number 4 as the green flag waves. It's going to be Barabee. They have the jump once again. But now here comes the 28 of Richie Gallup now looking for racing room on the bottom as he tries to make it past the 47 of Riggin. But now Gallup's going to have to contend with the 67 of Papali. And then right there as well is car number 11 of Ruggiero.
Jensen running in 6th place, so he sees the point leader up in front of him. He's the number 2 point man. So we'll see how that point battle works out. Ted Riggin, the number 3 point man, now running 2nd and trying his darndest to close the gap. But look at the run by Tony Papali.
Spin off turn number 2 as car number 18 of Spires goes around once again as the caution flies.
Spires having his
break for Robbie Summers, driver of car number 2X, rookie contender.
Okay, he gets fired. See if he's all right. Or number 7, actually.
Or actually number 7.
6, yep.
So that already has 6 going for 7. Let's see what's going to happen. This time, the green flag is going to wave.
Contact in the back of the pack. Oh boy, you can see that one coming. As Dave Barabee had a problem on the start. And the whole field stacked up behind him. Hopefully, well, let's see. The 90 pretty well banged up as far as sheet metal concerned. Let's see if it's able to run out of this one.
That's right. She had a lot of success in the Pro 4 modifieds and looks to do this.
Now off smoothly this time. And there's the green flag from Billy Dunn. We're back underway. This time, Tony Papali will challenge Richie Gallup for that 3rd spot.
Whoa, problem on the backstretch. Ruggiero and Gallup come together, but we stay green. But now here comes Jensen in car number 79. Now he'll try to work over the 67 of Papali.
Well, contact between first Papali and Gallup, and then Gallup and Ruggiero, but they're all in there still running. However, Barabee now has stretched out a good lead over Ted Riggett, Tony Papali, and Tom Jensen, now up to 4th place. Richard Savory running 5th, Tim DeRoyne 6th in the 26.
Back up front, it's still car number 04 of Dave Barabee leading the way here. Then it's car number 47 of Riggett. Now a battle waging for that 3rd spot between the 79 of Jensen and the 67 of Papali. Here comes Jensen down low looking for racing room, but right behind Jensen you got a hard-charging car number 9 of Richard Savory.
Out of turn number 2. Once again, Jensen looked to the inside of Papali, backed out of it, and now falls in line behind the 67. Barabee sailing along very smoothly. Drifts up a little bit that time, but still plenty of lead for the 04.
Battle wager for that 7th spot between the 28 of Gallup and the 11 of Ruggiero. And right in front of them is TV Tim in car number 26 as they make their way down the backstretch. But back up front, it's still the Lethal Automotive sponsor car of Dave Barabee.
That battle between Gallup and DeRoyne still going on, and the Reg boxed in back there, can't find a way around either of these two. Barabee meanwhile continues to build his lead over Riggett and the rest of the pack. 18 laps complete, 32 to go.
Further on back, car number 09 of Brian Schofield trying to look for race room as he'll make his way past the 26 of Tim DeRoyne. Back up front, still Barabee leading the way as he starts to pull away from the 2nd place car, the 47 of Ted Riggett.
Off the turn and 20 laps now complete. Barabee looking very strong indeed. It's still Gallup holding back the Reg. The Reg unable to gain ground on Gallup. Gallup running very strong, trying to close the gap and hoping perhaps for a caution at this point.
Well, it looks like the 47 of Riggett, problem on the 11 of Ruggiero. He loses some horsepower. Now he'll spin it. And everybody else will also come around up there in turn number 3. As the quiet
was barely with the 11 car as the Reg bobbled coming out of turn 2. Had a tough time behind Dave Barabee, probably a little bit thankful.
Okay, right up front, it's Dave Barabee, Ted Riggett, Tony Papali, Tommy Jensen. Here they come as the green flag wise. We're back underway.
Riggett with the narrowest of edges off the pace behind Barabee, so Dave back in front one more time. But here's the battle for 3rd place for Papali, but now it's Jensen moving ahead in the 79. So our top 3-point men now run 1, 2, 3.
Here comes Richie Gallup in car number 28. He tries to look for racing room on the outside of Papali. They work off turn number 4. But back up front, it's still Barabee, Riggett. Now Jensen currently rides 3rd, but look at the battle shaping up for 4th between Papali and Gallup, and then right behind them, it's car number 9 of Richard Savory.
Back into the turn they go, Papali and Gallup side by side, but now Richie edges ahead. Richard Savory in the 9 car looking on, sitting in 6th place. And the Reg is starting to come on. He's behind Eddie Spires at the moment, but applying pressure. Laps clicking by now, 29 down.
Here comes the Reg in car number 11, looking for racing room down the backstretch as he battles now with the 18 of Spires. Then right behind him, it's the 09 of Schofield, the 2X of Summers. But back up front, it's still Barabee leading the way. In car the 04 of Barabee, Jensen is in the 3rd spot, but look at that 2nd spot, rally car number 47 of Riggett, trying to close in on our leader. But it looks like the 04 of Barabee just has enough power to keep himself distance from the 47.
Now the Reg ahead of Tony Papali, so the Reg now moving up into 5th place. And Gary, hang on, you may have something to your prediction here. If we can
Want a machine for Tommy Jensen. Currently fourth. It's a 28 of Gallup, but Ruggiero all over the rear bumper with just 10 laps to go. 10 laps remain.
Here comes the Reg again. He tries to get under Gallup. Can't quite do it that time. Gallup still leaving that door open off the turn. And it's still Gallup running in fourth place. But here comes the Reg. Another bid. Can he do it? Not quite that time either. Meanwhile, Barabee still maintaining that same lead over Ted Riggett with 8 laps now remaining.
Ruggiero trying that low groove, the move that he's famous for, but he can't quite make it work tonight. Here he comes one more time off turn number 4. Can't make it stick.
Here he comes again. Off the turn, still maintaining that same lead over Ted Riggett. And the Reg still trying to get past Richie Gallup without success. Just 3 laps remaining, and then we'll be on to the Napa Auto Parts 125. There's the word, 2 laps remaining. Lower traffic, but our leader now gets the white flag. Dave Barabee going for win number 2. Holding the lead down the backstretch. Here he comes. Final turn coming up. To the line, it's Dave Barabee for the victory. Ted Riggett second. Third to the 79 of Jensen. Richie Gallup pulls off the Reg for 4th place. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, our modified feature, now history, as Dave Barabee picks up his 2nd victory of the year.
Very happy driver down here in Victory Lane. Good day for him as he flew in from Watkins Glen, where he qualified 15th. Comes back here, sits on the pole, and now he puts the car into Victory Lane. Dave, congratulations. So far, a good day for you.
Yeah, it was a real good day. Been a busy day. Back from Watkins Glen, qualified out there. We'll race on TV tomorrow night. That'll be fun.
Yeah, that's right.
And this fits right in with our plans. Win tonight, and then I guess big shootout next week. We'll see what happens.
Now, you got the victory tonight, but Teddy Riggett was 2nd. Tommy Jensen was 3rd. Next week, the final point show of the 1996 season.
Oh yeah, it's way too close to call. Any one of the top 5 could win this championship. We got to race right to the very end. This is just like Ben says, this is time for men to be men.
That's right. Now your car seemed to be handling real well. I mean, you could put the car down low, down high. You really cruised to victory tonight.
Well, it didn't feel like a cruise inside the car, but these speeds right here, we're just poking along compared to Watkins Glen, huh?
How fast were you guys going there today?
I don't think they hit like 160 or so. It's pretty quick.
160. Okay, Dave Barabee down here in the winner's circle picks up his 2nd victory on the 1996 season, and he is the current point leader. We'll have to see what happens next Saturday night as the final point show of 96 will come to a conclusion next Saturday night. Back upstairs.
Oh, the 47 of Riggett, the 79 of Jensen, the 28 of Gallup, the 67 of Papali, the 11 of Reggie Ruggiero, the 9 of Savory, the 18 of Spires, and the 2X of Summers, the 09 driven by Brian Schofield, then the 71X of Erickson, the 26 of DeDroin, 44X of Principe, the 78 of Leclerc, 33 of Cole, the 90 of Dupuis, the 71 of Seidel, the 73 of Rocco, and the 21X of Radowick. So that's the finish for tonight's modified feature.